Hi, this is Navyabal and you're watching TimesXP. Tonight, a disturbing question is being asked across America. And far beyond it is ICE being out of control. This story comes from Minnesota and it has actually shocked communities including Indians living in the United States. On a freezing night in St. Paul, ICE officer broke into a house with guns drawn. They handcuffed a man, dragged him outside into the snow and left him standing in wearing only shorts and Crocs. The temperature was below the -10 degrees Celsius. That man is Shongli Thao. He's 56-year-old. He is a naturalized US citizen and he has been living in America for almost entire his life. Thao says that he felt ashamed and in total confusion. He kept asking himself one question: why is this happening to me? Well, according to him, he was at home singing karaoke when officers smashed the door and his family hid into the bedroom. IC officers found him, did not allow him to put on his clothes, and took him outside in the snow. He covered himself using a blanket that belonged to his 4-year-old grandson. Photos of him standing in the snow, barely clothed, and went viral on social media completely, and many people were horrified. IC later returned to him, no apology, no explanation. So why did this happen? The Department of Homeland Security says that the officers were looking for physical abusers. Well, they offended who lived in the same address. Thao matched the description, and then when they did not find him immediately, they agreed to the fingerprinting and he was detained. But there's the key point. Thao is a US citizen. He says during the ordeal, he feared being deported to Laos, a country when he left when he was just a kid, where he has no family. For immigrants and the children of immigrants, this fear feels very real. This incident comes at the time when the immigration enforcement has sharply increased under the President Donald Trump's rule. Around 3,000 federal officers are now being deployed in Minneapolis and around the area. Protesters have already erupted, and a US judge has also blocked some aggressive tactics, warning that such actions could actually scare the ordinary citizens and silence people from exercising their rights. The Trump administration is now appealing that discussion. For the Indian diaspora, the story is so close to home. Many Indian families in the US are the legal residents, citizens, and students, or maybe some workers. Yet, the story raises a scary question. If a US citizen can be treated this way, what about everyone else? Thao's final words are chilling. He said, "We came here for a safer future. If this is America now, why are we here?" And that's the question many immigrants are actually asking right now. A US citizen says that ICE broke into his home in Minnesota dragged him out in freezing cold. So, now it's up to you. You imagine if a citizen can be treated like this, what would be an illegal immigrant be treated like? Tell me in the comments.